life wasn't easy. You didn't come from a wealthy family, did you?
No. And my family was pretty much hardworking. My mother, when I was young, had 2 jobs. My father had 2 jobs. Everyone was telling me, my principal told me to go to the Air Force Academy so that once I finished school, I got a job after school. And I didn't listen to him, as you can see. And I just took on a challenge of going and trying to make things happen for myself.
If you love something, if you have a strong passion for something, you would go to the extreme to try to understand or try to get it.
I just played the sport because I loved it. Next thing you know, success was kind of bestowed upon me without me actually chasing it. It just happened. I didn't think I would ever be this successful. All I thought about was doing what I was good at and letting that open up a lot of opportunities for me. And things started to click, you know, my ability started to improve. In '84, I left school after my junior season, played on the Olympic team, got the exposure on the Olympic team, stepped into the professional ranks, and everything seemed to blossom.
This is, if exists words, this is my secret.
Clean your room. Organize your life. Like, get a routine. Get up every day at the same time. Go to bed at the same time. Establish disciplined habits. And that will help a lot. Schedule. Like, and here's how to use a schedule. Use a calendar. Use Google Calendar, but don't use it as a tyrant. You know, you want to use a calendar as if it's your confidant and advisor. And what you want to do is use the calendar, sit down, open the calendar and think, okay, well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to design a week of days that I would really like to have. So what that would mean then is that you would schedule things that you would consider meaningful and productive, you know, on a daily basis, so that you feel that your life is justified by having a day like that, and also to schedule enough of your responsibilities so that you make progress day by day.
Why do you think people can slip into an obsession over Netflix or whatever, or thread count, but they don't do that for something that could really change their life?
Feedback.
That's interesting. It's not what I expected you to say. What do you mean by that?
Because, you know, buying something or getting pulled into Netflix, being obsessed about something that gives you no feedback is not scary. A real obsession, like trying to make an impact in the world, you're gonna get feedback. You try to make a difference in somebody's life, they're gonna tell you, that doesn't resonate with me, Brendan. You try to make a difference in a nonprofit, you try to change the world, you try to start something like this, and the views come or they don't come, there's feedback. And people are terrified. It's one of the 4 central fears we all have is rejection. We're terrified, like to be rejected. And think about, if you really want to make an impact, you're going to get a lot of judgment, you're going to get a lot of hate, and ultimately you're going to get rejection. People are going to like just diss on you. People are going to say that's not good enough. People are going to say, who do you think you are? And people are so worried about that they stop. And so it's easier. Things that don't give you feedback. Watching Netflix don't give you no feedback. It's easy. There's no disappointment there. Even if you don't like the show, what do? You just go on to the next show. There's no disappointment there. You know, I think trying to make an impact, there's a lot of disappointment and fear and potential for rejection. So people don't get obsessed about making a difference and making an impact because it can hurt.
That was the biggest thing. I had to stop caring what people thought about me. I realized that everybody's fucked up. That's the one thing I realized. I walked around and I put these people on a pedestal. Everybody was better than me. So I can't tell you anything about me because you're going to judge me and I'm going to feel even worse than what I am. What I realized, once I calmed my mind down and sat back and looked at how jacked up this world is, once you realize that you are not alone, everybody that's talking to you about how jacked up you are, only thing they've done better than you is they've hidden their fucked up world better than you have.
All right, they're hating on you, so what? They don't believe in you, so what? You got to stop letting the outside noise stop you from your grind, bro, because they're the fans in your story. They're in the bleachers for the reason. You're in the game. You really out here in the field. When you going to stop letting nobody tell you about you? You're the one. You going to make it. You're the dog. You got to stop being soft, bro. Have tunnel vision in everything that you do and block out all the noise.
Just let them. If they want to choose something or someone over you, let them. If they want to go weeks without talking to you, let them. If they're okay with never seeing you, let them. If they are okay with always putting themselves first, let them. If they are showing you who they are and not what you perceived them to be, let them. If they want to follow the crowd, let them. If they want to judge or misunderstand you, let them.
Think about how many years, months, hours, seconds, days, all that you have wasted on people who suck the life out of you. Today's a good day for you to go through and can those who only call you when they need something. Can those motherfuckers who can't get over shit, who continue to bring up shit from the past, who can't move forward. Life is short. Life is precious.
Wish them luck. To give them the best of luck, wish them luck, walk away and don't look back. And you're still going to get those emotions, those things are still going to hit you, but walk away and don't look back. And there's two reasons for that. Number one, if there's any chance that it's going to work out, the best possible way for you to get it to work out is by walking away, by wishing them luck, walking away and don't look back. Look, and I know it's hard, but you'll get some of those waves, but those waves will become less frequent and they'll become less powerful, and eventually you can move on. And then, the last thing I'll say about this is in both these scenarios is remember, but don't dwell. So you remember your friends, you honor your friends, you remember what they gave you, what they taught you, what you learned from them, what was great about them, what you miss about them. You remember all those things, but you don't dwell in the past and dwell on those thoughts and dwell on the loss all the time, because that's not healthy either, and it's not going to help you, and it's not what your friend would want you to.
My body. Everybody would love to be able to be themselves, but they can't, because they must fall in line with the person in front of them.
A lot of people, black, white, Mexican, young or old, fat or skinny, have a problem being true to themselves. They have a problem looking in the mirror and looking directly into their own souls.
You want to live that kind of life? I wish you the best. I'll be on the other side somewhere,
I think a lot of times folks, especially young folks who I tend to empathize with and speak to more often, they're not comfortable because they're going along with the society that's around them, and they're trying to fit in the framework of what everyone around them or on whatever social media they're on says that they should be, how they should look, how they should conduct themselves.
I mean, we live in a society where a lot of people are followers and they can't, make their set opinions. Like, I have friends going to college for stuff that their parents want them to go for, and they're not even happy or anything, but they're just trying to please them. And in the long run, what's going to be there? Your parents die and you're just stuck there, paying debt for something that you didn't even want to learn in the first place. So I just try to tell people to just think for themselves, and they'll be way happier in the long run.
There needs to be some period in your day where you remember that there's a world out there trying to tell you who you are, and there's a world in here that's trying to tell you who you are. Now, where do you want to put your eggs? Because the world outside is very noisy and very tempting, and has all the razzmatazz, has all the tinsel and all the glitter. It's got all the toys. But that's because you don't think you're enough in the first place. If you don't think you're enough in the first place, the whole idea of the world to sell you stuff is, first of all, they have to make you feel bad about yourself, less than in some way.
And as you get older, you accumulate the voices of your parents, your teachers, your peers, the culture at large, and it drowns it out. You can't hear yourself anymore. You can't hear that impulse voice of what makes you an individual, of what makes you different, of what you love. So you have to understand that you're cutting through this vast cloud of smoke, this screen that has been put in front of you that is preventing you from understanding yourself. So you have to look inward, and it takes time. It is a process like everything else.
So the world will try and tell you who you are, and you have to tell yourself who you are. And there's this ongoing battle. And somehow there needs to be a reconciliation between the two. But in the end, you've got to have all the eggs in your basket.
365 of them happen so fast. Who are you going to be in a year from now? And in a year from now, does that future person hold regret or pride?
You want to live a good life? Yes. I like to drink. I like to eat burger. Okay. You're going to pay the bill in the future.
If you think the price of winning is too high, wait till you get the bill from regret.
We're all writing a book. What's your book look like? What does your book look like? Like your life is a book. You got a bunch of chapters in your book, but when they close that book, how good was the book? How good was your book? What was the ending to your book?
Accomplishment.
I hope every one of you behind the screens or in this arena can feel this level of happiness just one time in your life. I hope all of you can feel how happy I am just one time in your life. But guess what? You will never feel this level of happiness if you don't go for something in your own life. When they knock you down, when they try on you, when they talk about you, and they try to put their foot on your neck, if you stay down, you will never ever get that resolve. Fortify your mind and feel this level of happiness as you rise one time in your life. But I'm blessed to be able to feel this again and again and again and again and again.
What is important is what you want to achieve.
Yeah.
What you want. You want to live a good life? Yes. I like to drink. I like to eat burger. Okay. You're going to pay the bill in the future.
I don't know what that dream is that you have. I don't care how far-fetched it might appear to be. But here's what I know. That dream that you're holding in your mind, that it's possible. Some of you already know that it's hard. It's not easy. It's hard changing your life.
Following your dreams is a lonely, solitary, scary, dangerous pursuit.
Hey, it's going to be tough. It's going to be hard. You're going to go out there, you're going to battle, you're going to fight.
You are going to incur a lot of disappointment, a lot of failure, a lot of pain. For those of you that have experienced some hardships, don't give up on your dream.
Believe in yourself and don't rely on anybody to believe in you. Believe in yourself and only yourself.
It's very important for you to believe.
You can do anything you put your mind to.
You can build your own things that other people can use. And the minute that you understand that you can poke life and actually something will, if you push in, something will pop out the other side, that you can change it, you can mold it. That's maybe the most important thing. Once you learn it, you'll want to change life and make it better because it's kind of messed up in a lot of ways. Once you learn that, you'll never be the same again.
It's necessary to know that everybody won't see it, that everybody won't join you, that everybody won't have the vision. It's necessary to know that.
As much as you want people to agree and you want the people around you to be supporting your dreams and all, it's not going to be like that.
Most people have done all that they're ever going to do. They raise a family, they earn a living, and then they die. They stop growing, they stop working on themselves, they stop stretching, they stop pushing themselves. That a lot of people like to complain, but they don't want to do anything about their situation.
So when you go out and you try the business and the thing and you fail, they're like, whew, I don't look like it for not trying myself.
People can't do something themselves. They want to tell you you can't do it.
It's necessary that you get the losers out of your life if you want to live your dream.
If they want to follow the crowd, let them. If they want to walk out of your life and leave, hold the door open and let them. Let them lose you. You were never theirs because you were always your own.
So cut the chains and then start to use this lifetime because it's your lifetime. This one, only one time. So stop listening too much to other people, how to live your life or whatever. It's about the self-expression of your own perspective about how you would like this world to be.
The only thing that's holding you back is you're worried about what other people have to say.
It's time to decide, fuck clubs, fuck partying, trying to fit in and socialize, rub elbows with everybody so people can stop calling you weird. Why are you so antisocial? Because I'm trying to get it. Why are you not clubbing? Like every time I text you and invite you to go do something fun and cool, you always studying. Because I'm trying to get it. Let me tell you something, homie. These women ain't going nowhere. These clubs, these parties, all this shit ain't going nowhere. The more weird you are is a reflection of how committed you are.
If you really want to make an impact, you're going to get a lot of judgment, you're going to get a lot of hate, and ultimately you're going to get rejection. People are going to like just diss on you. People are going to say that's not good enough. People are going to say, who do you think you are?
Haters motivate me. Because when they talking about me, that means I'm doing something. If you have no haters, if you don't have any haters, you need to get some.
If you're not getting hated on, you ain't doing shit right. You need people talking about you. You need people saying, I don't like that person.
Because your belief is so insane, that your belief is so strong, that makes people be like, yo, this crazy ass.
When you believe in something so intensely that it's so important that if you're willing to lose friends or the respect of your neighbors,
to focusing on your molding and shaping and developing your ideas and your craft so that when it's time for you to make your rounds, you're gonna fly.
That's when you stop caring what other people think.
That was the biggest thing. I had to stop caring what people thought about me. I realized that everybody's fucked up. Everybody that's talking to you about how jacked up you are, only thing they've done better than you is they've hidden their fucked up world better than you have.
Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something.
Someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality.
It's enough. You've lived your whole life this way. It doesn't matter what they think. When you're fucking 92 and you're sitting there, you're not going to give a shit about what Punk Man 96 had to say, or even what your aunt had to say, who's miserable because she never got hers, so she's trying to keep you down.
What people say does not matter to me, because whatever you do in life, good or bad, there's always going to be somebody. You know what I mean? So I don't give a shit.
There's a lot of power in that, to be able to put your life on a billboard for the whole world to see and say, judge it, man.
You're not what they say you are. You have to know who you are.
You have to know within yourself that I can do this. Even if no one else sees it for me, I must see it for myself.
Believe in yourself and only yourself.
You got a dream, you got to protect it.
The problem with some of y'all is you want somebody else to support your dream. It's yours.
If they want to judge or misunderstand you, let them.
Take their words, take away the value of the words and drop them to the floor. Because it's you who puts.
Subscribe to the channel.